Hey, everyone. Welcome back to No Gossip, Just Saying. I'm Jen, and it's Valentine's Day, which means, what are we talking about? Love.
Ooh, and I'm Jodi. Yes, today we're getting real about dating, whether you're single, married, or somewhere in between. We're going to talk about the revenge body phenomena. We're going to talk about modern dating rules and some spicy topics like, can women and men actually be, friends? And guess what? We're going to share some dating stories from your 20s.
Oh, dear God, help us.
But I'm going to tell you right now, just grab your wine, your chocolate, or whatever's getting you through this Valentine's Day season, and let's jump on it. It is a holiday that hits differently depending on your relationship status.
Oh, my God, yes, right? When you're single, Valentine's Day can feel like a personal attack from Hallmark.
Right? Right?
Seriously, it does.
Everyone's posting all those coupley, cutie photos, and you're like, cool, I'll just be over here on the sofa with my cat.
Shut up, I got cats. I'm not kidding. I love my cats, but I know where you're going, and I'm picking up what you're throwing down. And you know what? Here's the deal. Even if you're not single and let's say you're with somebody, you're married or whatever, then you have the pressure of, oh God, do we have to go out? Do we have to go out? What are we doing? What are we doing? And then the single people are like, oh my God, do I need to go out too? Do I need to prove that I'm fine being single and I'm not home with my basket of cats? Which way is it? I don't know.
I don't know, but neither way is going to feel great, quite frankly.
When you're married, though,
different pressure.
Totally different pressure.
What romantic things are we doing? Did you get me a gift? Did I get you a gift?
Or how about the fact that you're like, well, I've been married to you for X amount of freaking years, or I've lived with you X amount of freaking years, and how many more things can I give you? And is it acceptable to give you the grocery store card?
Yeah, exactly. So whether you're single or coupled, Valentine's Day has this weird pressure attached to it.
So I am accustomed to not only grabbing the grocery store card, I get the bear with chocolates. I go ultra cheese ball and say, you know what? That's love.
Nice.
That is love, ladies and gentlemen.
Go full cheese ball.
Cheese ball, and I do it not only for my hubs, but I do it for the kids.
They
don't get the same thing.
I always get my kids something for Valentine's Day. They don't even live with me.
Although, you know what? I cleaned out rooms the other day, and do you know how many damn Valentine's Day stuffed freaking bears with Reese's Pieces little outfits on? I was like, okay, these are going to charity. These are going to charity. I mean, no judgment. But
no matter how you slice it, no judgment. I mean, and we're going to start by looking, let's look at single life and dating, because who's better qualified to do that than a couple of
married old ladies over here? Sure, let's be your dating experts.
Exactly, which is so funny because, people have been listening to our podcast, members from the studio, and they actually put in a special request
to do this.
A dating one. And I was like, of course we're qualified. So, I mean,
why not? I mean, whatever. Why not? It's fine.
Let's visit your 20s.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I'm guessing you have stories. I'm just guessing because I know you.
Yes, you would be correct, Jodi Ross. Okay, so the one that always comes to mind, and maybe it's not a big deal, but I thought it was a big deal. So remember, I'm dating before there are things like FaceTime and dating apps and all the things, right? Back in the earlier 2000s. Okay, I know half of you guys are like, yeah, I wasn't born then. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Yeah. Okay.
Good for you.
Good for you. I had been born and was in my 20s dating, and it was like a cesspool just like it is today.
Listen, our 20s were some fun times.
Well, okay. Tell me if this is fun or no.
Okay. Staying tuned.
I don't even remember how I met him, right? But somehow I met this guy, but I hadn't seen him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, a lot of people say that I look like Ben Affleck. And I was like, okay, snaps, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Okay, okay. So this is in the era where we don't think about going to coffee because we're not smart yet. And we're like, let's go to dinner. That's a great idea. So going to dinner, I live in the Silicon Valley, and I meet up with this guy. This guy did not look like Ben Affleck. He looked more like Mr. Furley from freaking Three's Company. And I'm like, what the hell?
If you don't know what that is, stop right now.
Don't give me no Don Knotts. And that's a K-N-O-T with a T. Okay. And I was like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh,
did your mother tell you look like Ben Affleck, darling?
Right. No. Look in the fucking mirror. What? Sorry, I'm throwing the F-bomb down for this story because it was needed, right?
No, we have an explicit all over our podcast, so swear up.
I'm just looking at him like a Cocker Spaniel. And there's no volleyball tournament going on. Like he's just talking up a storm about what I have no freaking clue.
Oh, Lord.
And so this is the craziest part. Ready for it? So
I'm braced.
we're finished with dinner, whatever. And I'm just trying to like make nice, whatever. It's fine. I'm being my lovely,
like,
I'm
"Get
being
me
my
through
lovely
this.
self that I am,
Get me
clearly.
through
Duh.
this."
And,
Yeah.
and he says, yeah, watch, this restaurant maybe doesn't take Discover.
Oh, no.
And so he puts his card down. And she comes back and she's like, I'm sorry, sir, we don't take Discover. So now I'm paying for this ridiculous date.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
bleh, bleh. And so
Bad actor.
I'm literally out on the street saying, okay, bye. And I like go to like hug him. He tries to go in and like put his tongue down my throat. I have to be like, okay, wow, that's no.
Yuck.
I said, okay, wow, that's no.
Yuck.
Yeah, yuck.
Yuck.
And he was like, oh, do you want to see me again? And I said, not really.
Oh, that's horrible.
People, I'm not trying to rain on the Discover card parade, but just know. The hell is that shit?
And back in those days, people even used traveler's checks.
Traveler's check. I had Traveler. Do you take Traveler's checks?
Dusty
No.
has no idea what we're talking about.
Do you take Diner's card?
Don't take
Diner's card. And that's not like a dining card. That was like a credit card back in the day. I don't know about it. I heard legends about it. But yeah, no. The stupid part is the guy announced it.
That's fabulous. While it was happening.
Watch. Hopefully they take Discover card. That'd be crazy if they didn't. So he knew. He knew.
Yeah, it was
he
set up.
knew.
You got-
Charlatan.
Girl,
Ugh.
you got played. Anyhow, I guess the point is dating sort of sucked back then, and it sort of sucks right now.
And listen, if we don't talk about this topic right now, and it's going to be later, I'm just going to say it anyways because we know my ADHD goes all over the place, and I have to say this.
Say it.
Whenever people listen to me out there, listen good. If you are dating out there and you're dying to meet somebody, dude, you're sending out weird energy. Don't do that shit. Like, just be you. Hang out. Listen, ladies out there, like this is like the oldest rule in the book. And don't just pretend do it. Like, do it and live it and swear by it. Men like women that are happy but busy. Don't be desperado and claw your way through texting and over texting and obsessively texting. And don't, like, give him some wonderment. Let them chase a little. Let them wonder where you are. Like, and I'm not saying to not respond to texts right away, but don't like, if you're too available, it ain't working. It ain't working. Like, be confident, be out there, do your thing. Sorry, just I had to throw that in there, you know? So now that I have been on my soapbox about confidence, let's talk about things that have changed. Yeah. Holy handbaskets. Like, oh my God, you're in your 20s now. Yeah. People. Like, how do you do this? It's nuts. It's crazy. It's social media. It's sliding into your DMs. It's dating apps. It's all the shit that's like, ugh. Blah, blah,
it's
blah.
ugly.
It's
Eyes
ugly.
are rolling all over this room right now into the back of our heads. And it's like, since things have changed so much and you're meeting people online, what is the best first approach? So some people tell me they will meet via FaceTime first. And what do you think? I mean,
I think FaceTime is an absolute. Don't you?
I 100%
I think
agree.
it's a yes. Like, I'm sorry that there's a bit of an interview feel to it, but sorry, you need to prove to me that you're not Mr. Furley.
Nobody loses a lot of time. They don't lose a lot. They don't have to travel anywhere to do it.
It's easy.
So the convenience part of modern dating and meeting people is you can connect quickly. So it's a negative and it's also a positive, and you can kind of meet somebody quickly on FaceTime. What does that do for you? It clarifies that they're real. They're not a catfisher.
And their photos are actually real. It's not like, hey, look how hot I looked like with my, like,
you could have avoided the Furley.
I could have avoided Mr. Furley. You know,
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about this one? Here's another interesting one. I sort of touched on my Mr. Furley story. Do you accept a coffee date, and is that okay rather than a meal?
Absolutely. I am 100% team coffee date, you guys. If you're
Why?
going on a first date, you've already done the FaceTime screening, you're meeting for a coffee, you can be in and out of there in 30 minutes. You do not need to worry about having a backup friend call you or text you or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been the backup friend before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have too.
Yeah.
But I also think, you know what, for your safety, you're going out with someone you don't even know and you're meeting them in a very public location and you're meeting for a limited amount of time. You have to see if there's absolutely any chemistry. This is a low commitment way to go. You're not trapped.
Okay.
Right?
I agree. And next question.
Yeah.
Do you go, as a woman, the traditional route, let him chase you, or just be direct?
Oh, I like direct. I'm going to be honest with you. And I think most people and younger people, like I look at the, people who are the Gen Z population are so good about knowing what they want in a person.
They're very directive.
And
we have one sitting across from us. She tells us absolutely what the hell's
nodding.
Up.
She's nodding up.
She's smiling and laughing
She's like,
at
if
us.
I don't go for what I want, how do I achieve what I want? She's not like, you may as well not waste your time, right? Time is valuable.
Well, and I'm going to quote the great LJ sitting across from us. The wonderful and great and all the powerful us. I mean, LJ.
So magical.
She's so good at that.
She does.
I know. But can I just tell you, she made a profound point earlier.
Okay.
Is that men, think about how men typically speak, right? They're directive.
Yeah.
They don't love to talk about how they feel, for God's sakes. Jesus. And what do? How do you feel about that? Are you okay? Oh my God. Is there something wrong? Oh my God. And they're like,
overanalyze.
Bills game's on. Bills versus Bears. Oh, you see what I did there? See what I did?
Yeah, and I'm so proud
Thank you. It's so true. Like, they're directive. They're decisive. Yeah. It's like, me eat, me good, football on. Yay, good, go there. Right? It's not like, God, Jesse, I'm just feeling so verklempt right now. And I'm feeling like, I don't know.
Verklempt?
I did, from Linda Zimmerman, old SNL. I couldn't help myself.
I know. I was having a flashback.
I know.
You said I was
Linda Zimmerman. Yeah. I did. I did for all my Gen Xers. Thank you for giving me that one. But it's true. I think that women that are decisive and are like, no, this is what's going to happen. You're going to pick me up and okay, don't be mean about it. But I mean, be direct and be like, sorry, you're in or you're out.
Yeah, there is also a fine line between direct and mean, and unfortunately,
and
unfortunately, men traditionally can get away with that more so than women can. Because
women are like,
we're
I'm
expected
sorry.
to be a little more soft.
We're empaths.
So, listen, it's also easy to be direct and be respectful at the same time.
Yes.
So get what you want, but do it with
be direct.
kindness.
Be direct. Okay, next question. This is a good one.
Okay,
ready?
Tell me.
Always shave on the first date because you never know. Do we even need to address this?
I mean, people, just be shaved.
Well, okay, and I know this isn't ideal, girls.
We're
okay.
like naughty giggling.
We're like,
oh my God, tee-hee.
Listen, like, I know you always need to be, but I mean, okay, sometimes life gets in the way. Shit gets in a hurry. And I do kind of have a funny superstition that, like, if you don't, it will.
It's true.
It will.
So true.
And listen, for all of our wonderful, fabulous listeners that like are going kind of the pick your own thing, all natural, like you do you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, women that get us, they get us, right? Exactly. If you know, you just know. That's just who we are because we're that wacko. Okay, it's time. It's game time, actually.
Are we playing a game?
It's game time.
I like games.
It's game time.
I like games.
Okay, and here's the game.
Okay.
Red flags or green flags?
Okay.
All right.
So what are we going to do? Drop out some ideas?
Ready?
And see what happens? Go.
Let's just go. Let's just grip it, rip it.
Roll.
Okay. You are single. You're on dating sites.
Okay.
Setting the picture, setting the frame.
Okay, I'm in it. I'm online. I'm
hot guy, hot gal, whoever you are.
Whatever you're into.
And you're like, oh my God, yeah, I totally get it. I've been divorced too. I get it. Ooh, well, I'm separated, but I'm still totally into you. Ooh, red flag or no?
No. That is the reddest flag I ever saw.
But like
separated.
But I mean, okay. Is it true though that if you're newly or even not newly, but separated, not divorced, you're kind of like the newest, hottest fish in the pool? No?
If you're dating online and you've been doing it for a while and then all of a sudden a fresh face comes in front of you,
it's kind of exciting.
It's probably hard to resist a little bit. But I got to tell you, based on talking to a lot of friends who are on the
Same.
dating scene right now, the red flag is real. A separated person is going to be not fully committed to dating. They're dabbling. They're just, and I don't want to put any negative vibes out there for somebody who's newly separated because, listen, you got to get yourself back out there, and that's fair. But for the person who has been dating single for a while, it is a red flag. You are a red flag if you're newly single. And you know it. You know why? Because it's possible you are still considering a reconnection to the spouse. You're worried about, maybe you have little kids and you're worried about
maybe
that.
you have any kids, right?
Maybe
and
you
there's
have any
complication
kids.
there.
So yeah, I see it as a red flag, and I don't want to downplay the people who are newly separated. I just want to say, in my opinion, I would be nervous dating someone who is newly separated and getting really involved and letting my emotions take precedent and then getting absolutely hurt, because I have seen friends where that has happened, where they started dating someone who was newly separated and they said, oh, it's going to be fine. It's all fine. He's just about divorce, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden this person went right back to his spouse. And again, listen, that's his journey. And if he needs to go back and do that, of course, but watch your heart, protect it, be careful. It is a red flag.
Seriously though, like, I'm going to give my heart out, though, to my separated people, because you're going through a lot of shit. And listen, you never know. I think for separated people, I think they just need to understand what other people and interacting with other people are and having a good time, right? Yep. Okay, ready for this one? Red flag or not.
Okay.
They lie about their age before you meet them.
Right out of the gate, I'm going to say whether you're lying about a 2-year age difference or a 10-year age difference, you are lying, and that is a character flaw. Don't lie. What are you running from? What are you lying about? You think that's not going to come up eventually?
So this is common, especially with men and women that have really taken great care of themselves and they're in great shape and they've gotten older and now they're looking to meet somebody. And when they put in their real age, they're not getting the pool of people that they would naturally be attracted to or date otherwise.
But you can choose a range of who you want to date age, right?
Exactly.
So that should thin it out. But I get what you're saying.
And we have a friend that this has happened to. And
yes, we do.
And here's the problem with this.
For her.
And she is just the salt of the earth. Such an amazing lady. So gorgeous. So she's all the things. Like I always tell her, if I was attracted to women, like you would be mine. Like I just joke around with her all the time, but like seriously, because she's just such a catch, right?
She is.
And this has happened to her recently. And now this person has put all of his stuff, all of his things, his issues, his age or whatever onto her, that now she has to start making these bigger conceptual choices about like, okay, well, in 2 years or in 3 years, how's this going to look now? It's different than if you were, I don't know, the 10 years younger you said you were on freaking dating apps.
Yeah,
like,
those just,
and it's like, and while his heart could be spun in the right direction as far as what he was trying to do, like it's now for her to have to deal with it, which isn't fair for her. So I say it's a total red flag. Be honest. Just be honest. Let's continue on with the red flag, green flag. And the game continues. Red flag or green flag? They ask questions about you. They'd like to get to know you.
I kind of like that one. We're going to say green flag, green flag, green
Very
flag.
Good. Very good. Bob, what has she won?
What have I won? I've won a green flag.
Let's go on a game show. I think we'd be highly entertaining. Or at least we'd be entertaining to each other.
As usual.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if this person is actually engaging you and saying, hey, tell me a little about yourself. And what's the response in return? I mean, you were referring to it as a volleyball thing earlier.
It's a volleyball, right?
Yeah.
You've got to play the tennis match, the volleyball match. Like, if you're talking too much,
pickleball at our age.
Pickleball. You know what?
It's
so trendy. It's so trendy. Okay, what about love bombing? Red flag or green flag?
Oh, hi, narcissist. Get out of my way.
Oh, my God. Like anybody that is love bombing you that is like, run, don't walk. Run, don't walk because they're playing a game with you.
Yeah.
They're playing a game with you.
Yeah.
Wake up and realize it. Love bombing, like while it might feel good because maybe your self-esteem is in the toilet and you're feeling like shit because somebody just shit all over you, don't fall for the love bomb because that is like, that's such a masquerade of I'm really up to evil shit and I'm going to get something alternatively off you because I need it. I don't really want to know you.
And we all know somebody who has dated somebody who has been a love bomber, and it's kind of easy to fall for if you've never seen it. And if you've been lonely and if you're in a vulnerable place in your life, you might fall for it real easy.
And the love bombers, everybody, if you haven't known the watch outs of this is somebody that maybe you haven't really even met yet, but let's just say you're casually texting. When you're overly texting, you're like, oh my God, you're just so gorgeous. Oh my God, could you imagine one day? But like if they're planning your like future and all the trips and you're so gorgeous and oh my God, I could see like, whoa, if it's too good to be true, guys, too good to be true. Okay. Second point on the love bombing.
Yeah.
Okay. Love bombing doesn't and can happen in more places in relationship than just the first part of it, of getting to know each other and texting, right?
That's how they get you.
It's how they get you, right? And then the high is the high, and guess what? The low is even lower. And then they have to love bomb you to get back up to the high. And now we're in the narcissism territory.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget the fun of gaslighting.
Oh, yes.
Because that's next.
That's the next party.
Yeah. So those are all red flag relationships for sure.
Okay. So how about respecting boundaries by not giving out a ton of information up front?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, if I'm out on a first, second date with somebody, I really don't need to know all the nitty-gritty details of your divorce. I also don't want you, I'm thinking, talking about your ex.
Your exes. I don't need to hear about all the problems and all the relationships. And,
but
and
high level, like
high
obviously
level,
we need to know
what happened,
where you're from, what happened, what brought you to where you are today, but without going like
a dash of an interview quality. Not all, but a little.
A screening of sorts.
Screening. I like the word screening.
And then what is the objective? It's really to get to know each other. So
and doing it in a way where it's like it's not one big traffic congestion in this one night of like all this information and having to process it. And then the next time you go out, you're like, okay, well, you talked about all that. And there's a lot of heaviness because we just put it all out there. There's a certain flow, right? There's a certain flow of dating. There's a it's an ebb and a flow, a back and forth conversation, and having enough confidence in yourself to not sort of divulge everything up front, but screen, like get people to know you or get that person to know you, and then move along in a rhythmic fashion without let me just like dive bomb everything that has gone wrong and right, and here's me. Right? It's a little overwhelming.
Watching somebody's behavior. So let's say, you can learn a lot about a person when you're out dating them, I think, just based on their external behaviors to other people. So say you're in a restaurant and they're sweet and buttery to you and they're charming to you, but they kind of treat the wait staff like they are beneath them, or they are rude or sharp or kind of abrasive to other people. Even, and obviously not dating in years, I find with friends, I am turned off by that.
Yes, very
behavior.
much so.
Like you're all sweet and friendly to me because I'm your equal. And then they are what? Like, I don't like that. I think that's a red flag personally.
Agreed.
But it's a good tip, I think, when you're out with someone is to kind of watch the way they treat others.
Yes, I totally agree. Let's now dive in to the age-old question of, ready? You already know what I'm going to say. Can women and men be friends?
Da, da, da.
Dun, da, da, da. And like, there's so many rabbit holes we are going down, so brace yourself. Okay.
Well, there's so many directions.
Because there's so many directions. So there's so many like sequences and makeups. So let's talk about the single. Yeah. Single man, single woman. Can they be friends? It's tricky, isn't it?
It is tricky because is there an attraction? If there's if one person has in any way, shape, or form an attraction to the other person, the answer is going to be no.
No.
So it almost has to be is that you ugly? No, you ugly. Okay, we be friends.
I feel like I can speak to this a lot, and this is very vivid for me, even though it was so long ago, right? So before my starter marriage, I went through this phase where like I was either like, oh my God, I just want to have a boyfriend I date, and then I would put in the work. I was like, I'm so over this. This is so stupid, and so then I just want to hang out with fun people. Right. And the more I just wanted to hang out with fun people, guys included, because half the time girls can be scary. Let's be honest. Yeah. Well, at least in your 20s, right? They can be. See, LJ, Gen Z's absolutely agreeing with me.
She's even nodding her head, and she is right in the sweet heart of it.
The sweet, sweet heart of it. Exactly.
Sweet heart of it.
So I found that boys that I was friends with, I know this is going to sound really cocky and conceited, but like they always felt for me like, oh, great, one loves me again. I got another freaking marriage proposal, and it was like
having that problem, but okay.
But I think it was because I was
wanted to be my friend.
You know what it though? I was confident and I was almost flippant. I was flippant because I just was not into it. Like I was like, ugh, I have to be charming, whatever, blah blah blah. Can't we just be friends? And then here's what happens with that situation. You have the dreaded makeout derby session, and then shit gets weird. You're like, can we just go back to being friends? God,
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope. And then it's no moss. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Don't make out with your best friends.
Why not? I'm just kidding. Can married people be friends with single opposite sex people?
Same rules apply. You ugly. Let's be friends.
Are we still in the ugly phase?
No, it's as long as there's not an attraction between one or the other. I don't see why you can't be, but it is a complicated question.
I think it's the genesis of how you know the person. Here's the damn deal. If my husband were to tell me that he just met this nice lady and then they just like start talking all the time and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, what's up, Willis? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool. Because even if you're just craving friendships with the opposite sex, like go find some couple friends. Like go do something like that. Like lead into people you might interact with of the opposite sex that you work with and get your fun feel there of hey, I just get to interact and talk to the opposite sex that's not my spouse, right? I think that there are just too many pitfalls that you can fall into, and now you're in like relationship woes and disasters.
So you won't do it. I won't do it. We're not there.
We're not there.
We are married, so let's actually talk about something we know about, and that would be how do you, keeping the spark alive after so many years of being together. And I mean, like, fun little things. We just kind of touched on it where it's like, I actually do like you. I like spending time with you. I like doing things with you. And Valentine's Day puts a lot of pressure on couples who have been together for a long time. Now, I say that, but honestly, it doesn't put any pressure on my marriage at all. My husband and I just look at each other and go, are you falling for this Valentine's Day thing? And I'm like, no, are you? And he's like, no. Okay, cool. Let's not spend all the extra dollars and go out tonight. Let's have dinner at home.
Yeah.
And we'll go the day after Valentine's Day.
Okay, I have a couple tips for a Valentine's Day and just funny little things that I've learned about how to keep your relationship spicy, even if you've been married or been with somebody for a long time. Okay, so first of all, beat the crowds. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. Because they're just going to price gouge you anyways because they know.
That's what
right?
drives me
And there's usually a prefixed meal thing, and it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest cuisine, right? Make a picnic or make a candlelight dinner. Like do something fun and different that's outside of the norm of stuff you usually make. Number one. Okay. I heard this once and I love this. How to still be affectionate with your significant other. When you guys are out somewhere doing something, hold each other's hand.
Yeah.
Hold each other's hand. It sounds so basic.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes a difference.
I feel like I see older couples doing that, like really young couples.
Okay, what you talking about was, are you telling me that I'm old?
No, I'm saying that I noticed like little old couples.
They do these simple things.
Little hand folders.
Here's the sexy time tidbit. R-rated, okay, for everybody listening. Make an appointment with your significant other to have sex. Tell them that you would love to have some sexy time. And maybe you're going to meet them in the bedroom or whatever and give it a time. Give it a time because it's sort of like foreplay. Like it gives them time to think about it. Maybe there's a little sexy time text that goes back and forth. Maybe a little, hey, what you gonna wear? What, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you could go full role play, but I'm just giving you a little warm up. Just giving you a little warm up tidbit. You like it?
And on that same note, you can also be making date nights on the same sort of thing. So don't forget to do date nights. And it can be as simple as let's go to a movie together. It can be that simple. It can be, because they're going to movies coming from our era is kind of like that was first date stuff.
Yeah.
That was up there on first, second date stuff was let's go to a movie because you weren't having to engage in full conversation, but you were together and you were sort of, you could be close to that person and you could kind of snuggle in if you wanted to. But I think making a date with your significant other is really important. It's just like what you're saying with sexy time, put it in the calendar.
Yeah.
You could put the date night into a calendar too, and it doesn't have to be the same night. These can be different things.
Well, and a date night doesn't have to be going out all the time either.
I mean, if you have little kids, you probably have to go out. But if you have, or it's after their bedtime or something like that, where you can have date night, where you have a nice quiet dinner. Like I remember when the kids were really small and we'd try to have a date night and we would like spoil ourselves and treat ourselves to like a Chateaubriand or something like that. And my son could smell that Chateaubriand from here to Kansas City. That child would toddle his little, I don't even know if he had teeth at that time. And he would toddle his way out in the middle of our dinner and be like,
sexy time dinner.
I'm just going to say, I need a little slice of that, whatever you got going on up there. To this day, that child could probably smell a good steak from wherever he is.
No, but it is true though. Like it's, like work within your means, obviously. Yep. Like don't try to do things that are impossible.
Yep.
But make appointments, whether it's for sexy time, whether it's for a movie to hang out with. It sounds silly. And by the way, when you've been married, as long as Jodi and I have, like your significant other will probably look at you like a Cocker Spaniel with 4 heads. And you're just going to say, shut up. And you're going to deal with it and you're going to like it.
4 heads.
You're going to like it. You know what? Don't give me this BS. You know what? Just say thank you. Say thank you that I care.
Exactly. So another thing couples could be doing together, people who've been married together for a long time, it's work out together. Go for a walk, go for a run, hit the gym, go dance together. Dance is sanity.
Dance together. Come to our couples class. What?
Because we occasionally do those couple classes.
Yes,
and
that's a great date night. Yes, remember? My husband came.
And your husband came to the dance class as well. We had a blast.
And you know what was so fun to hear? Our members telling us that their little combination they learned, whatever format we were doing.
Yep.
So many of them went home and showed their kids.
Yeah, that's adorable.
What they learned. Isn't that so darling?
Yeah. So
I love it.
So be a part of the community that maybe your spouse is a part of and go enjoy what they do. And we also have another member who's here and she said she went to her husband's fitness class at his gym, at his box gym.
Yes.
And she goes, it just about killed me. We had fun. But he also came and did a dance class.
Yes.
So listen, you can have all kinds of fun date nights that way. Doesn't matter how long you've been married. And it just brings joy and laughter into your life for sure.
There are little things you can do with your significant other, whether it's going grocery shopping together, doing daily activities that you're always used to doing and doing them together. No, it doesn't always make for time management and efficiency, but once in a while, do those extra things because you don't realize how much it tunes you in to where their brains are.
My parents have been married for over 65 years, okay? Wow. And they go grocery shopping together.
Yep.
Every single time they do it together. And I think half of it is just, my dad feels like he wants to help her carry the things. And, sometimes I think he just sits in the car and waits for her to do the shopping, but he is there to support her. And then they go together for appointments. Your appointments start to build up when you're in your 80s, doctor's appointments, checkups, this, that, and the other thing. But they're always doing it together and they support each other. And so I think it's a good practice before you ever get to that 65th year, that you do start doing things together like that, like grocery shopping. And then you get to pick out food and what do you want to eat this week?
It goes also to where you live, where, can you do things around the house together? Not that it's chores, but things that are like bettering where you live. Like I know my parents take care of the garden together.
Right.
They just do stuff like that together. And it's not like they have their little cute green gloves and they're sitting there digging in the dirt, but they're bettering their home, their sanctuary. And like, that's something that they do together. Now, that's not always to do as you get older and older and older, but there are all these little things you can do. So,
well, we have really traveled on a journey with this podcast. I'm going to tell you, we started with, the whole premise is around Valentine's Day and it's around relationships. And we've touched on singles. We've talked on marrieds. We've talked on hopefully singles, not dating marrieds, but
or married dating singles.
Well,
Wait,
when I say marrieds, I say singles dating separateds, I guess, is we've touched on all the topics. And ultimately, Valentine's Day can be a good and it can be a negative time of year, depending on who you are and what your status is in terms of relationship world. Let's try not to take it too seriously. I think have fun, make the best of it.
And own yourself. Own whatever chapter you're in.
Exactly.
Right. And if Hallmark doesn't work for you, who cares? Great. It doesn't work for most people.
Exactly.
And if you like it, you want to get into it, do it. Whatever. But no judgy.
Yeah.
No judgy to anybody else that's not doing what you're doing. Know your red flags. Know your green flags for all those daters out there.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good message for
and
today.
And share your stories because, we both have single friends out there who have given us lots of interesting things to feed this topic with. But if you have more fun ideas and more experiences that you've had that you're shouting out at us while we're having this conversation, I know you're in the car yelling at us going, oh my God, the story I have, you guys would die. If you want to share your stories with us, you can email us. You can either post on YouTube or you can email us directly with your story ideas or with your experiences that tie into any of our podcasts at podcast@danzinsanity.com. And we would love to hear from you.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on this episode of No Gossip. Just saying. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure to hit follow and subscribe. And if you love today's episode, leave a comment on YouTube or drop us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening to.
And until next time, no gossip.
Just saying.